this is the interface of the ibisPaint text, and here you have my gallery collection online gallery, and in my gallery you can see your paintings what you have done earlier. And if you want to start a new drawing, you have to choose a canvas. So you can, at the top you can see a plus icon, click that, and here a pop-up menu will open that you can see the size of the canvas. You can choose whatever you want, and if you want to select your own, I mean own customized size, you can at the top you can adjust the size here, and once you have done you can go okay. Your canvas will get opened. I'll explain the brushes. To open the brushes column, you have to click on the brush. Here you can see lots of brushes. For your outline, to make outline, you can choose this dip point at the first starting brush. You can choose the first brush for this, some outlines. At the bottom, you can increase the size of the brush here and the opacity of the brush here. According to your drawing, you can choose whatever you want. Like this is a hard pen, and if you want to color something like faces, you can take this airbrush for some colors, and you can pick the color over here. There are many types of brushes. According to your drawing, you can choose whatever you want, which is suitable for you. You can choose that. And at the bottom, you have some presets kind of brush. Like if you want to make some designs like boxes, stars, or lines, there are many stuffs. Uh, there are even presets brush for trees. If you select the tree preset and select a color, you can directly draw some trees here. You can directly draw some trees here like this. You have same for even grasses like this. And for if you have done something wrong, if you want to erase that, you can double tap. I mean, you can use your two fingers and tap once. You will get the thing will get undo. There are many brushes, and next you have your eraser here. Eraser, it is common, you know. Your smudge. What is the use of smudges? If you have um, Now you have colored two color and you need a soft transition. I mean, you need a smoothness over this two color. And if you select the smudge and decrease the opacity of the brush and apply, you can get a smooth transition. Smooth transition like this. And next icon is blur. Blur, it is normal. If you apply the brush blur, the subject will get blurred. That's all it is its use. And here you have the bucket tool. What is the use of bucket tool is if you select any color and just tap on it, the inside layer inside of the object will get colored directly. Next we have text. You can write something text over here. And this last three options is not needed. And at the right bottom you have a box icon that is called layer. If you want to draw something, you can't draw in a single layer, and this layer is like a transparent sheets. You can it is transparent and you can add how many layers ever you want. If you want to draw anything, you can't draw in a single layer. You can, but it will be more difficult to complete the drawing. So if you use for outline a separate layer, and for coloring separate layer, and for background separate layer, you can do it very easily. Like you can paint on a particular layer and other layer will get won't get any effect. So for adding a new layer, at the left side you can see a plus icon. Press here and you can see a new layer is added. So select the first layer for the outline. Select the first layer and draw your outline. For example, I'm drawing a flower. For example, I'm drawing a flower over here. Just a basic flower. Now this is in the first layer, and if you want to color this flower, if you do it in the same layer, your outline will get affected and you won't be able to do it very smoothly. So press the layer icon and select the second layer. Once you selected the second layer, you can choose a brush for coloring. Or like there are many type of brushes. If you want to do like water painting, I mean watercolor painting, you can see here there are brushes for watercolor painting. Watercolor pencil. Uh, these brush are for watercolor paintings. And if you want to do acrylic painting, there are brushes for even acrylic painting. At the bottom of the brush you can see the name. If it is watercolor or acrylic, you can see. Choose a brush, whatever you want. Choose a color, and you should notice that you have selected the second layer, and start coloring. You can zoom in, zoom out by using your two fingers. And remember that the outline layer must be at the top always. For that, what you have to do is you can see right at the layer, you can see right side 3 lines. You should long press that and drag it to the top, and your outline layer will get the top. Always your outline, how much ever layer you add, always your outline layer should be at the top, so you can till end you can see the outline in for your reference. Or else if you keep your outline at the bottom, your when you color on it, your outline will get hidden. So select the second layer. Now the layer has become coloring layer has become layer 1. So select it and color. And once you have done coloring, if you want to add any background, then select a new layer, add a new layer. Keep the background layer should be always at the bottom, so long press on it, drag it down, select the empty layer and give a background according to you. Your background layer is at the bottom, so your subject won't get affected due to that. You can do it by using the bucket tool. It's your choice. And here at the right side corner, right side top corner, you can see few. You can see four icons. The first icon is like if you select this using lasso tool. If you select an area, if you press on the this box icon, and you can here you can whatever you can do, remove selection area or remove invert selection area or clear layer. Whatever, if you give clear layer, the layer will get cleared on the selected layer part will get cleared. And if you give remove the selection area, the selection area will get removed. And the second icon is this. This is called stabilizer. Stabilizer is if you off the stabilizer and draw a line, you can see you won't get a sharp line or straight line. So if you on the stabilizer and use it, you can see you get a straight line without any curves. And this this is called force fade. Force fade is if you on the force fade, your lines at the end of your lines you can see a pointed edge. Like if I off this and draw a line, for example, we draw a line, you can see the difference. There is no pointed edge on this line. And if on the force fade and I draw a line, you can see you can get a pointed edge. This is used for calligraphy, like if you write any name, it is very useful. And third option is scale. Like if you want to draw a straight line and you need a scale, select this ruler, add straight ruler, and you can adjust it. Dragging the point of the scale, you can keep it as you want, straight or horizontal, whatever you want. And after placing that, 1 second. After placing the line and after placing the scale, if you draw something, you will get a straight line. Or if you place like this, you will get a straight line to the side, 45-degree. This is called line, and if you want to take off the line, you should give here and give off. Then the ruler will get disabled. And if you want to draw any circle, there is a ruler for circle also. Select the circle, add circular ruler. No need to give this, you just tap on the circle and place it wherever you want and draw a circle. You can increase or decrease the size of the circle like this. Selecting on this part, pressing on this part. And there is a option for oval too. And at the bottom, of the ruler, there is a symmetry ruler. Like if you select the first option, whatever you draw on the one side or left or right, whatever side you draw, automatically the other side will get drawn same. Kind of this. This is used for this is mostly used for drawing some patterns like, I mean, symmetry things. And there is another, you have this force, this option is used for drawing some columns like this. If you simply simply play with the brush, you can see a column is drawn here. And for undo, you should press it using 2 fingers, and for redo you can use your 3 fingers step. Then it will get redo. For undo, 2 fingers. For redo, 3 fingers. And about the layer, I told you layer is the transparent, and there is eye option near the layer. If you press that, the layer will get hidden. If you on that, the layer will show. So background layer should be always at the bottom. Outline layer should be always at the up, and other layer. Now if you behind of the object, if you want to draw something and it should come perfectly and your object should not get affected, so what you should do is add a new layer and bring that layer bottom of the subject. So your subject will be on the top, and your background image, whatever you want to draw behind that subject, it will be at the bottom. It's like transparent, so you can draw on it. And at the layer, adding layer, the plus near the plus icon there, you can see a camera option like this one. If you press that, and you can import any photo from your gallery. For example, I have imported this in zoom in or zoom out, and you have to if you are a beginner and you have to take a outline of this picture, you can take it very easily. Import the picture and give take. Select the photo layer, decrease the opacity of the photo layer, and select the new layer. Select the new layer and select the new layer and start giving outline using your reference. According to your reference, you can draw the outlines, and your outline will be drawn in your new layer. Make sure you select a new layer. And once you have done your outline finished, select the layer option and hide the photo layer, and you can see your outline is on your new canvas. So for coloring, you can choose your own color. If you're very good in selecting color, you can start coloring by using color brushes and select color. You can start coloring on a new layer. Or else, if you want to choose the color from your reference photo, select the unhide the layer, select the photo layer and increase the opacity once again. And now if you press on a place, and if you long press on a place, you can see this is called eyedropper. Eyedropper means you can select the color. Wherever you place the eyedropper, the brush will get that color. Like if I press on this place, I can get a face color. After doing that, go to layer, add a new layer for color, and make sure your outline layer is on the top. Hide the photo layer. Select on the empty layer and start coloring by using a color brush. I'm using this brush. It's called flat tip pen. You can adjust the size, opacity here. You can use a separate layer for your skin, and a separate layer for your hair, and a separate layer for your clothes. It will be very easy if you do the particular thing in a different layer. And now, for example, I'm simply coloring the thing now. And now if I want to color the hair, I can do it on the same layer, or I can add a new layer. It's up on the artist wish, and keep the layer on the top. Now if you have colored the face, where you color in which layer you have colored the face, the next layer should be on the top for coloring the hair. Select the black color and start coloring. And at the left side corner, bottom corner, you can see icon. It is called, if you press that, you will get eraser. Again, if you same press that, you can get the brush. It's like shifting from the brush to an eraser. And there is a brush, like if you want to draw hairs very fine, you can use this brush. You can use this brush for hairs, like this. You can see. And now simply give color for the subject. Pick the brush. And once you have done your subject drawing, this is for an example. Once you have done your subject drawing, coloring, so now you have to give a background. So choose select another layer and drag and bring that layer at the bottom, and choose a background color. Choose a background color and start coloring. You can see your subject won't get any effect, won't get affected. So after doing this, you can you if you are done with doing everything according to your reference, you can delete the outline layer. If it is fine with deleting the outline layer, if it look good, so you can delete, or if you need the outline to be, so you can leave as it. So after done, you can see at the left side corner there's an arrow. Press that and give save as PNG. Your painting will be saved. And if you after saving, give back to my gallery, you can see takes back to your gallery. That's it.